sapere ogni gran moda dove il diavolo ha la coda, cosa è bene e mal così, di sapere le malizie che innamorano gli amanti, finger riso, finger piante, inventare bei perché, finger riso, finger piante, inventare bei perché. Di un momento dare t'accento, con le bobine parlar con me, dar spiegami a tutti siendo brutti, saper nascondersi senza confondersi, senza rossire, saper mentire, saper mentire. E regina dall'alto suo, il colpo suo voglio farsi ubbidir. E regina, il colpo suo voglio farsi ubbidir. E regina dall'alto suo, colpo suo voglio, colpo suo e voglio. Come sai voglio farsi ubbidir, si farsi ubbidir, si farsi ubbidir. Per cambiar gusto di tal dottrina, viva despina che sa servir, viva despina che sa servir, viva despina che sa servir, che sa servir, che sa servir.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to another episode of It Might Get Personal. I'm David McCreath. Our guest today is Laura Dean,
Madame Dean.
Madame Dean, who sang an aria from Cosi Fan Tutte. Does the aria have a specific name?
It's una donna, quindici anni.
Okay. What does that mean?
Most interpretations are like, Cosi Fan Tutte is about like switching wives basically and trying to get your partner to cheat on you. I know it's crazy. All of the old operas are like that. They're like really kind of risque, especially Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about two couples and there's a war going on and the two men pretend that they're going away because they make this bet with this other guy that their wives are going to be faithful to them. And this other guy says like, there's no way, like all women are like this. All of them, they're all like this. So it's kind of, it's a little misogynistic actually.
Weird.
But yeah, it's then that aria in particular is the maid Despina, the maid of the two women. I think it's Act 2 maybe, where she comes in and so this guy that they made the bet with is trying to get these women to cheat on their husbands with the actual husbands who have switched places and are now in disguise, which is also like kind of typical of operas, is that people come back in disguise.
Okay.
And he's like, I can't get them to cheat. And he's like, here, you help me out here. So he like bribes the maid into trying to help him get these women to cheat on their husbands. So it's her aria and she's in their chamber or whatever, like giving them advice that they should just, their husbands are gone. Like every woman, should know how to do these things and how to like flirt with men. Every woman of the age of 15 should know these things.
Oh.
I know. I don't think people lived as long back then.
Yeah. So is the maid older than the wives?
I think so.
Yeah.
And she's basically like, let me mentor you into how to flirt with these men and like you should just go for it. And like while your husbands are gone, like why not? Like it's no big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's her aria where she's like kind of instructing them and giving them advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So So for those of you who don't know, Laura is the engineer that records our show for us. She has been on the show one time before with her partner Jeremy. They did a song from their band, Tall Sheep. And this was a new one. And Laura said, like 2 months ago, I want to do an aria. And I was like, okay. I didn't know that Laura could sing opera. So how long have you been singing opera?
So I started because I was going to school for engineering. And the first school I went to, Georgia State University, their engineering program was housed within the School of Music. And so you were actually a performance major and you had to have an instrument to take engineering. Which is great because it's great to, have both sides of it.
Right.
So I chose voice because I've been singing my whole life, but I hadn't ever sang like classical or like opera styles. And so I did that for like 2.5 years in school. And then I stopped and I really haven't done it for like 8 years. So this is like very scary. And I managed to pick like the second hardest song that I ever sang while I was in school. So.
Well, it sounded amazing.
Thank you.
I have only ever seen one opera live, and it was when I lived in Germany in high school. I went with a friend to Switzerland to see his father sing. It was Hansel and Gretel, and he was playing. His father played the Wicked Witch. That's awesome. It was great. It was so great.
There's a huge there's a whole history of drag in opera, and like before it was because they didn't want. I think very early on, they didn't feel like women should be able to perform on the stage. And so men would be playing these female characters. But then I know there's like a certain voice type, like coloratura sopranos are often played by young boys instead of a female. If there's like a young like female part that needs to be very high, sometimes it'll be. So I kind of love that part of it too. It's kind of awesome. Yeah.
So does that particular aria mean anything to you, or is it just
I just think it's really beautiful, and I felt like it would go like it could be sort of put on the acoustic guitar, and I thought it would translate fairly well.
Yeah, I thought it did.
Yeah,
Laura did the arrangement for the guitar, and I just played it. But yeah,
fantastic. It's not easy to play that style because the tempo does change a lot, and they're like these very expressive passages. So thank you.
No, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great. Okay. And I love your wig.
Thanks.
It's so good.
This isn't a wig.
Oh.
It's my natural hair.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you. Cool. We're done.
Cool. We're done.
Cool.
This is Laura Dean. I'm David McCreath. We are the people that bring you It Might Get Personal, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.